Hello everyone, welcome back to a new video. Welcome back to another reading vlog. I haven't done a reading vlog in a while. I think since before, no, I did one for Bookmas. Also, sorry for this angle. I think my tripod is in the car, so I don't have it with me. But for this reading vlog, as you can tell from the title, I'm going to be reading Six of Crows. I'm not gonna lie, this wasn't the book that I was gonna do for the end of year vlog. I was going to read or start the Throne of Glass series, but I don't know. I don't know. Every time I try to bring myself to start that series, I just can't. But for now, I am going to be reading this. This book has been on my TBR for the longest time. It's time. Actually, I cannot let the year end without me reading this. She's a little thick. I think she's 400. I don't want to see the last page. 462. I started it last night. I only read chapter 1 just to kind of test it and see if I was feeling it. I mean, I feel like I don't know much. Who's the main character? First chapter was Jute. Was it Jute? I'm sorry if I say the names wrong. I think it was Jute's point of view. And then chapter 2 is someone else. I don't know. And there's the map obviously at the beginning of the book, but there's also this, the Grisha, soldiers of the Second Army, masters of the small science, and there's 3 different groups. I don't know. I feel like obviously I'm gonna learn as I read, but right now I don't know what's going on. I'm a little bit confused. I feel like I need to read a little bit more, but I just kind of wanted to intro the video. Also, I have all 3 formats of this book. I have the physical, I have the ebook, and I also have the audiobook. So I'm going to be doing a mix of all 3. And I don't know, I'm just excited. I'm excited to finally check this off my TBR list. Yeah, I mean, it's time. It's definitely time. Hi guys. First of all, don't mind the mess. It's Christmas Eve tomorrow. Wrapped my presents. I have laundry to be put away, but that's for tomorrow. I don't care. It's Christmas Eve tomorrow. I don't care. I'm gonna wake up early. I have a lot to do because we are hosting. Anyway, that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is to tell you guys that it's been a couple days. I'm still in fact reading this. It's been super slow. And also, it doesn't help that this book is so confusing, because any other time I could just throw on the audiobook and do chores, wrap my gifts, anything else. But this book, I have to be reading the book on the Kindle or the book because I'm so confused. I'm honestly so confused. I am 10% in. It's not, I feel like every fantasy book is kind of the same way, where it's a little bit confusing at first, where you're getting introduced to a new universe and new characters, and there's so many names being said, and that just confuses me. Don't really have an update, but this is my update, and I know this book is very loved. It's very popular, and I really want to get into it and see what this book is about, because I don't know what the plot is. I don't read the back. Maybe I should, so I'm not confused. Also, does this book have romance? I don't know. I think it's YA, because I remember seeing this in the YA section. But I like when some fantasies have that tiny bit of romance where you are left, it's just so little that it's kind of like you're yearning for that romance, and it's so good. I'm hoping that this maybe has a subplot of romance. I don't know if it does. I'm gonna keep reading. Obviously, I'm not gonna DNF. I don't have a reason to DNF. I'm just saying it's been slow reading for me because I haven't had time, and also because I'm confused. I'm gonna sit down and read right now and hopefully try to read a bit more. I'm gonna go now, try to get some reading in. Kaz is low-key, okay, not low-key, but he's just a boss. I don't even know what this vlog is looking like so far, but we need to have a chat about a little bit of everything. I guess let me start off with what's been going on. Also, sorry to bring out the little mic, but it's necessary today. I started this vlog, or like reading Six of Crows, last year because it's 2026 right now. I started filming it at the end of 2025, so in December. I think I mentioned it earlier. I was like a little bit confused with the book. This is how far I'm in, so not that far in. The thing is, I struggled to start this book and just overall pick it up and get into it. But also, I was having like some issues, like personal health issues and like a little health scare, and just my health anxiety just makes it 10 times worse. And I just feel, or not feel, but like I think that I'm gonna die, and I'm not. And so, like, obviously, health anxiety just can make you feel certain things, but I'm all good now. I'm okay. I'm still figuring some things out, but like, I'm okay. And I think I just needed confirmation, doctor confirmation that I was doing okay. I had a CT scan, a brain CT scan. Like it was all perfect and normal. Like as soon as they tell me that, I'm like, I'm okay. I'm feeling okay. I'm not gonna go into details, but I'm doing a lot better now. And so December was just like a very slow month for me because of all that. And also the book that I was reading was just not like a very bingeable book, at least to start. I couldn't really get into it. So I was reading like some other books on the side, like some holiday fluffy romances that could just easily binge. So I did finish off the year reading other books, but I'm going into 2026 reading this bad boy. I still want to read it. I read a bit to the point where I'm starting to understand what's going on. At first, I had no idea. There was so many characters. Every chapter is like a different point of view. We've had like 4 or 5 point of views, but I feel like now I'm at a point where okay, I'm understanding what's going on. That's kind of my update. It's been a little slow on this reading vlog, on this channel, just because of what I said. I'm excited to be back. Everything reading. Speaking of reading, it's a brand new year. I'm excited to work towards my reading goal, which is 80 books this year. If you guys want to add me on Goodreads, I try to update very frequently on there on like my current reads. Sometimes I'll do reading updates. I'm also going to be using Fable this year. I've had a Fable. I even tried to start a book club on there. I just couldn't get the hang of Fable. Like, I couldn't. But I really like some of their features that I see people post. And so I want to get into Fable. So I'm going to try to stay consistent with it this year. At least all my reads, current reads, updates, all that kind of stuff. So if you're on Goodreads or Fable and want to follow me on there, they will be linked down below. That's pretty much it. I don't really have any other updates other than I'm gonna keep reading. I'm hoping that I'm gonna love it as much as other people have, but that's it for now. I'm gonna go read. Also, this is so good. The holiday creamy vanilla Coke. It is so good, but I realized that I don't really enjoy it with food. Like, it's not like for me, I don't like having it with food. It's more like a fun little drink treat situation. I need to go get some more before they're gone. They're probably gone. Hi guys, good morning. I'm having some coffee. I'm having a little bit of a slow morning before I get my day started very quickly because I do have a lot to do. I actually have to get up and get ready. I washed my hair last night and I air dried it, so it's very puffy. We need to do something about it. I have been reading Six of Crows and my goal is to finish this today. I will not go to sleep until I finish it. I think I can. It is a fantasy book. It is not a romantasy, which I am loving. I love that I get to just go on this journey with them. It reminds me of Shatter Me in a way. They're very different universes, very different plots, very different magic system. Like, it's just different. But it reminds me in a way of just the way that it's like just fantasy. And you're just enjoying it without having to worry about the romance and the couple and the characters and all that. And you do like fall in love with these characters. I don't know how to explain it, but this is a fantasy book. I don't think I've talked about what this book is about just because I wasn't understanding it myself. It is this group of 6 people. They're all like teens, I think. Kaz Brecker, he's kind of like the leader, and he kind of recruits these 5 people to go with him on this heist. Seems like very impossible to go on, but they promised him like tons of money, and so he's like, okay, I think we can do it, let me gather my people. He gets this group of 5 people, and then you get to see them go on this journey and plan it all out and go on it. And so right now I'm at the point where they just arrived to the place. I think it's the ice court. They just arrived there, but in order to get in, they had to pretend they were prisoners. And so they're kind of captured right now, and I just want to see how they're gonna pull this off, because I'm pretty sure they're gonna pull it off, or it's gonna leave me on a cliffhanger and I have to read the next book. I don't know if the next book is gonna be a continuation of this or like a new heist. But what I wanted to talk about is that it's a fantasy book, but I don't know if it has a romance subplot, because I'm getting some tension between some other characters. Like Kaz and Inej have a little something going on. It's not even something going on, it's just that when she gets hurt or something, he's like very just paying attention and cautious and tensing up when she says something, or just like little things where you're like, like, you're not supposed to care about anything, but you're telling me that when this girl comes in, you're like different, right? Okay, so we have that between them, and then also Matthias and Nina. When we met those characters, they hated each other. Like, he was about to kill her, and obviously Kaz like stopped them. They're both there, and you know that they hate each other, but you don't know why. And later on in the book, you get past point of view of how they met and what happened between them, and now you understand why they are the way that they are. But they also have like some tension, because there's some quotes where she's like, I thought you hated my laugh, and he's like, I never hated your laugh. I mean, come on. There's little things like that just, it's so good, because it's like crumbs of romance when it's not a romance centered book. It's just like a fantasy with little crumbs of romance, and when you get them, they hit so good. I love that. I know it's about to get good because they arrived at their destination, and this is where the heist begins. I think I'm gonna listen to a little bit of the audiobook while I get ready, and then tonight I'm either gonna do my nails. I have to do a new set of nails. I do need to do my toes, and I do some crafts. I have a book nook that I got for Christmas that I have to put together. Might do that and just finish the audiobook, because like I said, I need to finish this tonight. Oh my god, they are so freaking smart. We just got to a part of the book where I really thought they weren't gonna make it out. Okay, so like the whole time, the heist, obviously things go wrong, they make it out, and then they come to a point where it's like, okay, here's what we've done. I don't want to say too much because I don't want to spoil, even though I feel like everyone has read this book by now. I'm like, okay, this is it. This is where it gets hard for them and there's no way they can like pass this, and then they prove me wrong. They are so smart. Last a little bit. Wait, am I slow or is there something between Jesper and Wylan? I mean, this whole time I thought they were like besties and just is there something going on? Okay guys, I finished Six of Crows. I rated this 4 stars on Goodreads and Fable and even on my reading journal. But as I've been thinking about it, it's been a couple days since I finished it, and as I've been thinking about it, this could be potentially like, and I hate to be annoying about point star ratings, but 4.25, 4.5 even. I really enjoyed it, and the only bad thing is that I didn't binge it. I wasn't reading it constantly, as you guys saw throughout this vlog. I started it in December, just now finished it, so it wasn't like a book that I took in very quickly. It took me a while, but while I was reading it, I was enjoying it. I did enjoy the plot of this book, the characters. I still think about them. I really loved how this became a found family. These 6 characters finding each other, and they all were very different, and I love how they came together and became this group. But with that ending, I definitely want to pick up the next one. I'm not dying to pick it up either. I'm not dying to run to it, but it's something that I want to read eventually. Overall, I'm so glad this is finally off my TBR. If you know, this has been on my TBR for literally years probably, so it feels so good to finally get a book off your TBR. That is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading vlog. Let me know if you've read this book, and if you read the second one, I need you to convince me to either pick it up or can it wait. But yeah, that's it for this vlog. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye.